morning, everybody. So as you saw in there, today we're going to do Fall Creek Falls. That's not to be confused with Falls Creek Falls, which is now closed. Right now it's about 44 degrees outside, and the predicted high is something like 56. So it may be a little bit cool outside, but whenever you're hiking, you're going to warm up. So as you can see, there's nobody else out here. And from down here, you can already see how this is gonna be. It looks like there are trees that are falling all over the trail, which is kind of what's gonna make this one interesting. So back at the house, when I was looking at the Fall Creek Falls trail on All Trails, I was like, man, I don't wanna do no 3-mile hike. That's not going to be anything exciting. But then when I saw that people were saying take a machete, you're going to need to cut some branches to be able to get through, I was like, okay, you're speaking to me now, you know what I mean? Well, it looks like right off the bat we've got trees across the trail that might make this one very, very interesting. So let me put you down on the ground here so I can show you something I don't think I've ever shared before. So hopefully you can see this. But if you're out here hiking, sooner or later you're going to have your shoelaces come untied. So what I do is I use what's called the surgeon's knot. So what you're going to do is go like this. You turn so you can see it better. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. You can do it as many times as you want, but you're going to go over like that. Now when you cinch it down, you're going to tighten it up just like normal, but that's the first step, is having those loops go over several times, then double knot it. When you do that, your shoes will not come untied. So not even about 25 steps in to the trail, you see this. That's amazing. So right at the outset, you're going to see that this trail is a little bit sketchy looking. Look down here. So it's a little bit muddy, a little bit slick. So you just want to take your time. But for me, this is part of the excitement. So what makes a person decide not to take a trail and another one to take that trail? Dude, look at this. This is unreal. Right out the gate. That's unreal. Let me turn the camera around. Wow. Alright, so it looks like pretty sketchy getting down there, but sketchy's our middle name. We got to get down there. I can already tell this is going to be a ton of fun out here. This is awesome. All right, here we go. We're trying to get to the bottom of this fall. recommend this tour guide. The backpack is on the ground. We're chasing waterfalls over here. Like, we're not hiking like normal, okay? This is just turned into total pandemonium. Like, we are not going down the trail at our normal speed. We've stopped like 18 times in just under 50 steps. I'm gonna try to get us back on the road, guys. So far, this trail has been no joke. There are tons of slippery spots, overhanging trees, very, very slick, muddy spots, but that's definitely what appealed to me at the beginning of researching this one. There are many, many, many cascades all around. Ooh, let me turn you around. Look at this. We gotta fit through there. So this has just been awesome. As you can probably see, right there is the super sketchy crossing place. We got to go down there, over there, and up over there. Here we go. Let me give you a quick trip report. It looks like there were a lot of branches, a lot more than what I'm seeing right now. If you can see right here, there's a lot that are crossing the trail, but it looks like they've been chopped down and broken out of the way. So I think that what the reviewers on All Trails were talking about, I think most of that has been eliminated. But we're only about halfway down the trail right now, so I'll give you a little bit more insight as I go along. So you know, it's not one of my hikes unless we have a little chit chat while we're going down the trail. So I just wanted to talk with you about what makes someone pick a harder trail just because it's the hardest one. So here's what I look at. I took some notes. I often think that Jesus was a hiker. A lot of people don't think about that. There are plenty of stories in the Bible, approximately 400, that mention mountains. King David, before he was a king, was a shepherd in the mountains. That's what made him such a formidable fighter later on in his life, because he was a mountain fighter. If you know anything about history, you know that Afghanistan is one of the hardest places to fight in. Why is that? Because it's loaded with mountains. So out here, this to me is like a proving ground. This is where you're going to find out truly what you're made of. It's not a proving ground because you're hallucinating by the time you get to the top of the mountain. It's what happens before you get to the top of the mountain. It teaches you patience under pressure. If you ever notice, almost every culture reveres the mountains. There's just something about it. To me, I come out here to kind of recenter myself and prove how, I guess, to prove how much of a force to be reckoned with that I still am. As you know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So, you just got to prove that you still got it. So, in one way of speaking, this is kind of like a crucible. This is where you're going to find clarity and where you really find yourself. So I have a friend of mine who is way taller than me and weighs at least 100 pounds more than me. So one day I told him, the only thing you're lacking is confidence. Confidence is all you need. And I said, here's a place on the ground I'm going to mark. I'm going to stand here and you're going to come and try to take this spot. And I stood there and I said, okay, come and take this spot. And he said, oh, no, I can't do that. And I said, why? Come and take this spot. You're way bigger than me. You weigh more than me. You're taller than me. What is preventing you from taking this spot from me? I'm telling you to do it. And he said, well, I can't. And I said, why? And it's when I realized that this here, trails out here, mountains that I've climbed in my life, from a very early age, is what put that confidence in me. Not that it wasn't there before, but that it honed it and crafted it into what I am now. And so now, oh man, look at this. Could you imagine? Look at this swimming spot out here. If the water wasn't like 20 degrees. But so many things in my life have acted like a crucible and a refinement, like I guess a refining fire, to make me look at things like this trail as just another one of those adventures, the kind of adventure that makes you into something better. So while I'm out here on this trail having about the most fun I've ever had on a hiking trail, I thought I would just tell you a little bit about my philosophy and how I choose things and what makes the choices happen. Look at this. It's like an old foundation or something. Let's investigate. Could you imagine if your house was right here next to this creek with waterfalls all around? What in... It's a fireplace. That is awesome. Man, could you imagine this being where you live? In a future video, I'm gonna talk to you about names and how much difference they make in people's lives. So you may want to tune in for that. In another upcoming video, I'm going to share some things about how to take care of your car, because what I found in my YouTube travels is there's a big movement in living in your car and using it as a RV / camper, and I haven't heard anybody talking about how to take care of your car, which is now your house. So I'm just going to give some quick tips soon about how to do things like replacing your vehicle lights, and or how to check your tires, check your fluids, and take care of your vehicle. Now, I just got to this. Yeehaw! Here we go. When you're crossing things like this, you just want to make sure that you pay attention right there. If you see that moisture right there, this right here is not as wet, but where you don't have any bark, that's where you're gonna crack your noodle. I've just been having the best time out here on this one, but I just got to this area and look what we see. Trees down all over the place, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be too bad. We just gotta wiggle our way through. So bear with me a few moments. Ooh-wee. Okay, so we can go this way, or we can go that way. We're going this way. Now, let me call your attention to this. This is not something that you want to have in certain areas as you cross over. So we want to make sure that we protect those areas. I've been having so much fun, I haven't really even checked the map, but it says we're supposed to go up there somewhere. So here we go. Doesn't look very traveled, if you know what I'm saying, but not to worry. We're just gonna take it slow up this way. Ooh, look at that rock over there. I don't know if you can see that. That's cool. But I don't think we're going that way. Or are we? There we go. Looks like a trail down there. Taking a detour. Here we go. Once you come through this mess right here, the trail is actually down here. So now we can see the rock I was just looking at. Look at that thing. That is amazing. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Look here. This is where some other pygmies have the little leprechaun crossing over here. Here we go. This trail is awesome. Like literally, y'all, I'm gonna run out of battery recording all this craziness. I'm gonna coin a term. It's called cubicle cred. Kind of like street cred. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think anything gives you cubicle cred like hiking. People have some, I'll call it fear or hesitation about doing it because they've never been out here spending time alone with themselves. So it just kind of gives you a certain mystique, so to speak. But what I was talking with my buddy about is being able to proceed into any situation with boldness and confidence. And out here, where you only have yourself and God to rely on, you get some confidence. Not gonna lie. Hey you, what are you doing over there? We just came in right there. See that little opening? And this is what you hear right there. And then you hear that it's a lot louder for some reason down there. I don't know if you can see that edge right there, but let's take a look. Holy crap. That is insane. We're about to go down there. Oh man, this is unreal. First we got to go up there and then probably down there. Bear with me, folks. It just got Instagrammy. Holy crap, that's unreal. So as I'm sitting here, taking in all of this incredible view, it makes me think about what I've learned, you know, on a hike like this. Every single time you learn something about yourself. And, you know, talking about the Bible, there's many times where God said to people, like in Joshua, where he said, I will give you every place where you set your feet. And what that means is not that you're going to become the owner, although with the Israelites that's what it meant, But for us, it means that when you go there, you got to own it. And if you don't feel like you're able to own where you are, or sometimes you feel powerless, sometimes you feel helpless, sometimes you feel worthless, when you come out here, this is the proving ground. When you get to see something like this, and you know that you were able to get yourself down here when a lot of people would never attempt to come down here, then you're able to own it. If fear is holding you back from ever attempting to do something, you'll never do it. You can watch videos, you can watch me with all my crazy shenanigans, but at the end of the day, you have to get off the couch and say, today's the day. I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna own it. Yeah, you might make mistakes, you might run into problems, you might fall on your behind a couple times, but at the end of it, the whole expedition, let's call it, or adventure, nobody's out here to laugh at you. There ain't no bullies out here. And you have to say, you know, I'm leaving all that crap in the past, and out here, you know who you are. You're able to hear yourself say, I'm valuable, I'm powerful, and anything that comes my way, I'm gonna take it on, and I'm gonna win. So that's my message for today. So I'm just gonna sit here, I'm gonna enjoy this incredible view of the Chattooga River, eat, get a little something to eat, and then head back through all of that mess back there. Now, I'm gonna cut out right now, leave you with some of this view, but if you are addicted to anything hiking like I am, I'm gonna leave 2 videos over here to your right that are gonna give you more hints, tips, and tricks for hiking in this incredible state of ours, South Carolina. Now, get out there and hike. Get out there and hike. Get out there and hike. You get out there and hike. Are you hiking? I don't think you're hiking. Get out there and hike.